What's going on, guys? So I'm going to teach you in this video today on how to completely reinvent yourself in 2025. And this is going to be a simple video, easy and actionable, to take you from where you currently are right now to your desired reality, whether you want to improve your health, your wealth, your relationships, or yourself. Take it from someone that a few years ago was a high functioning alcoholic in 30 grand's worth of debt, drowning in self-sabotage, procrastination, overwhelm, and just down and out thinking, I'll never live up to my potential, I'll never have any fulfillment in life, and I'm pretty much just going to be the drunk uncle at every single party and event. To now, moving from the UK to the beautiful island of Crete. That's where I'm filming today. I'm a digital nomad, and I left the UK last year in November with my gorgeous wife and my 3-month-old daughter, who's now 1 year old, and our Cocker Spaniel. And we're now living life traveling around the world. And we have our own online businesses that make multiple 6 figures a year. And this was something that I never dreamt that I could achieve until this one moment that happened to me. And I'm going to talk you through this story of what happened to me so you can apply everything that I've done over the last few years to your life right now without making the mistakes I did, so you can turbocharge and accelerate your results and quantum leap yourself to the reality that you want to create in anywhere between 6 to 12 months. And I'm not going to lie to you, it takes work, it takes sacrifice, but the juice is going to be worth the squeeze. Trust me when I tell you that. Isn't that right, my babe? And there she is, having a little walk out at the moment. We're just going around the beautiful island. We're in the sticks at the moment. I'm just going to make sure I've got the face tracking on, which I do. There we go. So I'm using my new camera today. I've just got a DJI Osmo 3 Pocket. So let me know in the comments if the quality is good on the mic, the video quality is good as well. Currently recording it in 1080p just because I brought the wrong memory card. So we've got one on the way so you can have that 4K quality. So anyway, back in like 2019, I had this dream and ambition of growing a business online and making 6 figures a year and escaping the gym floor and hopefully attracting my dream partner and moving away from the UK and traveling the world. And now in 2025, I'm doing exactly that. But the first few years was extremely difficult for me. And I tried everything: hacks, routines, rituals, cold showers. I hired gurus, coaches. I got funnels, I got apps, I got all of the shiny objects that you've probably used so far in order to grow an online business and change your life. And I got some results, but they didn't last long. And I was going in peaks and troughs, highs and lows, and going in feast and famine. Until I hired a coach to teach me how to shift my identity. Because I was always looking outwards for the answers, except what I needed to do was look inwards. Because your external world is a reflection of your external world, right? And most of us are trying to force our outcomes to change by adding more things. And the way that I can explain this to you, it's a bit like your phone. Whether you've got an iPhone or you're an Android, whatever it may be, you've got apps on your phone and you've also got an operating system. And what most people are trying to do in life when it comes to improving their body, improving their relationships, or making money, becoming a millionaire, which is where I'm trying to get to at the moment, from 6 figures to 7, is they end up just getting more apps. And these apps are the things like, you know, cold showers, and they're like hiring a coach, or it could be getting a new funnel, or downloading that new ebook, or getting that new AI robot to solve all your business problems, or whatever it may be. And what ends up happening is you end up just getting a bunch of apps and nothing really changes. And you actually neglect upgrading the operating system. And on your phone right now, you have an operating system, the iOS, right? And if you don't consistently upgrade the operating system, the apps will keep crashing, the battery will drain quicker, and the phone will keep messing up time and time again. And this is what I was doing in life. I just kept adding in more apps, more things, more coaching programs, more this, more that. And nothing was changing until I hired this coach that taught me everything about identity shifting. And this is what I now teach to my clients on a daily basis, and will be teaching you inside of this YouTube channel. And he said to me, Russ, look, if you already had the skills and the beliefs and the character and the habits and the standards and the self-image and the list goes on, of the version of yourself that makes 6 figures online, that has a wife, that has a family, that travels the world, you would already be doing it, right? And oh my God, it was a tough pill to swallow. Trust me. And this may be the tough pill you have to swallow today. But he was right. I didn't have the skills. I didn't have the beliefs. I didn't have the standards. I didn't have the character. And I was scratching my head thinking, what does he really mean by this? And this is what I started to do, and this is what you can start to do from today. So number one is you have to perform an audit on yourself, okay? It's like a performance audit, like something that you do at work. But you have to audit your current beliefs, because your beliefs create belief systems. And belief systems are so strong that you cannot act out of alignment with them. And I'll say it one more time. Your belief systems are so strong that you cannot act out of alignment with them. For example, when you was at school, you may remember that one kid, or it may even be you, where the teacher said they were stupid, and the children said they were stupid, and their peers said they were stupid, and the parents said they were stupid. And then they start to form this belief that they're stupid. And it doesn't matter what they do between now and the time they take that test, they will always fail the test to prove their beliefs right. So your belief systems are so strong that subconsciously, unconsciously right now, you can't act out of alignment with it. They become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if there is still that self-doubt, or there's still that lack of belief, or you still have those beliefs that you're not worthy of the outcome, you don't believe that you deserve it, you believe that money's evil, you believe that sales is sleazy, all of the above, then basically, without you realising it, it doesn't matter what tactics you do, what you employ, what new skills you try and upgrade to, it will always reroute back round and get you that outcome, because you cannot act out of alignment with that belief system. So you need to do an audit on your current beliefs. Your beliefs around money, your beliefs around love, your beliefs around health, your beliefs about yourself. Because I spent a lot of my life thinking that I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't ready, or I wasn't special enough, or attractive enough, or whatever it may be. And it didn't matter how much I tried and how hard I worked to want my outcomes in life, because I didn't really believe that I deserved it, I wasn't able to achieve it. And it became very frustrating. But once I started to check myself on my beliefs, once I started to look at the beliefs that weren't serving me and that were disempowering me, excuse me, I could then invert those beliefs and turn them around to create the complete opposite belief. For example, I'm not worthy of money. I am worthy of money. Money comes to me and through me effortlessly. I used to have a belief that sales was sleazy, but then I reframed it as sales is just serving, and I am a servant leader, and I have a skill, and I have a passion, and I have a purpose in life that can heal people, that can solve their problems, that can take them one step closer to their dream life. And by creating their dream life, I create more of my dream life, and one can't exist without another. What a beautiful thing that is. And straight away, that changes the chemistry in your brain. Straight away, that changes the feeling that you associate with the outcome or the thing that you know you need to do. And that then changes the frequency. And when you change the frequency and you change it to a higher one and a higher version of yourself, you start to have different thoughts and different feelings, and you create a different perspective, and you see different options in life that you currently don't have. And you can make different decisions and take different actions. And if you make a different action and a different habit every single day, you can change the direction of your life. You'll change your outcomes. So step number one is you have to do an audit of yourself. Not just an audit of your beliefs, but an audit of your character. I love this phrase, and I say it over and over again. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Are you someone that starts things but can't finish them? Even just as simple as, can you listen to a song from start to finish when it comes on Spotify when you're sitting in the car driving to work, right? Are you able to complete things? Are you able to have a tidy mind as well as a tidy environment? With your character, are you always late? Do you procrastinate? Do you overthink? Or is it the opposite? Are you high energy? Are you an action taker? You have to do the same thing for your beliefs as you have done for your character. And you have to audit your character at the moment, because your beliefs and your character are a part of your identity. You need to start checking your I ams, because when you change your I ams, you change your life, you change your world. Next, we're looking at your environment. It's changing your environment. You may have heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And sometimes you might be spending time with negative people, or people that put you down, or they're not high achievers, or they're not positive, or they don't actually nurture you, and they don't serve you. I remember when I was growing up, you know, the only way to fit in with people was to drink alcohol, was to moan, was to complain, was to judge others. So what happened was I became a high functioning alcoholic that moaned and complained and judged others. It's so strange, right? And when it comes to me growing a business online, the people that I'm hanging around with most, my friends and my family, they would question it. They would be skeptical. They would not be supportive. They would be pessimistic. And what did that do for me? It crept in the feelings of self-doubt, of pessimism, of judgment, of second guessing, of questioning. So I had to remove myself from certain people. And I'm not saying like you've got to leave these people completely, but remove myself from certain people and certain conversations, because my environment was in direct competition with where I wanted to go. And I even took it to the extreme. And because, you know, the reason why I took it to extreme, because I wanted to get extreme results in my life. And I ended up taking it to extreme. And just before that, look at this view. This is why I shifted my identity, just to be able to do this. And I don't say this to impress you guys, but to press upon you. Look, let me just turn this camera around. Absolutely stunning, so quiet. It's 29 degrees today. Absolutely beautiful. I get to go on lovely walks with my wife, say hi. I get to spend as much time as I want with my beautiful daughter. Yeah, I'm just soaking it in, guys. But yeah, as I was saying about environment, we took it to the extreme. You have to excuse me, I'm just recovering from a little bit of a cold that I caught from my daughter. I've also got an eye infection somehow. I don't even know how that happened. That's why I'm wearing my glasses today. So yeah, we ended up moving from our hometown, moving to a completely different place 2 hours away. And it was so that we could just lock the fuck in. No distractions. Like, I was going to the gym and seeing the same faces at the gym. So while I was trying to work out, the same people were talking about, did you see the game at the weekend? Did you see this? Did you see that? Oh, the missus is still doing my head in. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The same person in the gym that was the personal trainer that was dating a different gym member every quarter, moaning about his life and how down and out he was. And it's not like I didn't want to hear it and I wasn't supportive, but that energy was like sucking the life out of me. And I wanted to stay on this upward trajectory of like improving my energy and my mindset, my frequency daily. And it was just like the same people, the same faces, the same environment. It was giving me the same results. So we moved away and we locked in. And in less than a year, we saved up 40 grand. We doubled the income of our business. We majorly improved our health, so much that we had the confidence to do a photo shoot on our holiday in Egypt. My wife completely healed her gut. We got pregnant the first time round. This was all part of the process. Oh, here are some of the local dogs. You can hear them barking. There's a lot of strays out here, guys. This is one thing, look, you can see down here, a few of the doggies. Anyway, we keep moving. And we was able to then get in that position to apply for our visas and get it all sorted, outsource it to a team for less stress, all while my wife was pregnant, and then get ourselves to the Mediterranean, where we're now getting barked at by stray dogs. And anyway, environment is key. If you're a youngster right now watching this and you haven't really got many ties as well, just get out your hometown, that's what I'd say. Just leave. I wish I did it years ago. I'm turning 40 in a couple of weeks, and I wish in my early 20s that I just had the courage to get out of my town, meet new people, have less challenges. You can start to reinvent yourself, your character, your identity, which moves me on to the next step, step 3. Is you have to create a future version of you. And I call this the 2.0 version of you. Right now, you watching this, you're currently at the 1.0 version. I was the 1.0 me for 35 out of my 39 years of life. And I finally made the decision to upgrade to the 2.0. Because remember, if you already had the skills, the beliefs and the character of the version of you that has everything that you desire and you dream about, you would already have it, right? So this is what I would recommend, is to get a piece of paper or a Google Doc and write yourself a True Self Doctrine, a day in the life of the future you, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, and write down your body type, your attributes, your affirmations, your principles, what you stand for and what you don't stand for, what you fight for, what time you wake up, what diet you're eating, what food you're consuming, if you're going to the gym, who you're with, what you're doing, down to the T. That future version. Excuse me, my voice is going now. But writing down that future version, a day in the life. For me, I took it one step closer and I did a body scan every morning. Every morning I would sit in the sauna or in a chair in a quiet place, and I would visualise a scenario like I was painting a picture or living in a movie, that I could taste it, I could feel it, I could touch it, I could smell it. And for every day, for 9 months straight, I visualised myself waking up in my villa in the Mediterranean with my wife, going downstairs and opening those patio doors and seeing the water of our swimming pool and smelling the barbecue coals from the night before. Doing 3 to 4 hours of deep work with my wife on our business and going for a lovely walk as I am today. Helping people to the highest level, shifting people's identities, helping them create businesses online for freedom, and then finishing the day every day at 3 to 4 o'clock so I can spend 2 to 3 quality hours with my daughter every single day, and then spending the evening doing whatever the hell we want. And being able to say at any given time, let's grab our passports, let's book that flight, and let's move to that different location. And not only did I have to visualise that every day, I had to visualise who I was at that time. And that version of me had different standards, had different habits, had a different character, had a different self-image, had different thoughts, feelings, emotions and beliefs. And I had to just bring that into alignment within my reality right now. But not 100%, guys, just by 1%. And if you can do that by 1% today or tomorrow, and then every single day demand that 1% more of yourself every single day, then if you can do that for 100 days straight, you will twofold yourself into the 2.0 version of you. And you will quantum leap into that next version of you. And you won't think about any more about the outside world of the tactics and forcing and doing. You'll just focus on the becoming. It's not the doing, guys, it's the being. And there are a few basic steps of what I've done over the years to take myself from where I was in pain, desperation, treating and acting in a way that was not serving me, to now living with purpose and fulfillment every day, helping others, helping myself, helping my family, and living a life of time, location and financial freedom. And you can do exactly the same. If you just take this story, if you just take these steps and these tactics and start putting them into action. It's not the next funnel or the next guru or the next program that you need. You just need to become self-aware and write down on a piece of paper everything that's holding you back right now, from your beliefs to your skill set, to your expertise, to that character, to those assumptions that you have about you and yourself and the world, and draw a red line through every single one of them. Say, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to choose the opposite. And step by step, you'll get there. If anything's been useful today, then I'd love to hear in the comments below. If there's anything that I've spoken about today you'd like me to go on more depth in, then please let me know. And if not, I'll see you in the next one. Much love.